Hey, language lovers, welcome back to the channel, Camino Teacher. If you've got the basics of a foreign language down and you're wondering, okay, now what? This video is a game changer. So today I'm going to walk you through exactly how to go from beginner to intermediate in your foreign language fast with actionable tips, tools, and mindset shifts you can start using today. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button for your more language hacks, productivity tips, and Camino de Santiago travel inspiration every single week. And be sure to stay to the very end because I have a valuable gift for you that may interest you a lot. So first thing is you have to know where you are. So maybe you think you're a beginner and you're actually intermediate. So what you do is you need to get an assessment. You can get free assessments online to determine if on the SURF scale, that's the European scale, you are an A1, A2, B1, maybe B2. If you think you're a beginner, you probably are not on B2 already. So if I were you, I would get a test, and you can get quick tests, 25 items, and they will tell you what level you really are. So knowing your current level will help you set realistic goals for reaching B1. B1 is the intermediate zone, where you can handle everyday situations with more confidence. So my next tip is daily immersion strategy. You do not have to move to another country to immerse yourself in the language. You can do it all from home. And here is how. So one thing you can do is change your phone and your apps to the target language. Now that's a pretty drastic step, but if you dare to do it, go for it. My strategy that I use to improve my French would be to watch Netflix shows in French all the time. Every time I watch a Netflix, I watch it in French. If it doesn't come in French, I don't even watch it. Also, there are many YouTube channels, TikToks, and other shows that you can watch in target languages. So I highly recommend that strategy. But when you do, make sure you take notes. That's the important part, is to take notes, because if you just watch a Netflix show or movie in the target language and you don't write it down, it's going to slow down the process. So take a note of new vocabulary and new sentences that you learn. Also, listen to podcasts. For example, Duolingo has Duolingo podcasts. They're pretty cool. Or listen to music during your commute to work. So daily immersion equals consistency and fun. So every 20 minutes a day that you spend on your foreign language will help you get to your goal faster. Another important thing is to upgrade your vocabulary. So here's a secret. To go from beginning to intermediate, you must focus on frequency-based vocabulary. That means the words and phrases you'll actually use. So in my high school classes, we use a program called Voces, and they focus on high-frequency words. And believe it or not, this actually helped me when I went to Paris over Christmas, and I felt so confident because I knew all the high frequency words, and it was like nothing to get my point across. Also, my tip is to use tools like Anki, Quizlet, or Memrise to practice smart flashcards. So in my classes, we use Quizlet. They have completely free accounts you can use, and it helps a lot. So learn the words in context, not in isolation. Don't just memorize apple. Learn, I'm eating an apple after lunch. So learn whole sentences, not just individual words. My next tip is very important. Practice your speaking. So if you're here because you want to move up to B1, you have to practice your speaking. Speaking is what separates passive learners from confident speakers. And you don't need to wait until you're fluent to start. So here's how to build your speaking muscle. Find a language exchange partner. You need a partner, somebody who is willing to practice the language with you. So this can be a friend, or you can find people on Hello Talk, on Tandem, or Speaky. But the cheapest way would be to just get a language partner, and every time you get together with this language partner and you talk about anything, use the language. So you say, well, how am I supposed to do that if we don't know the language yet? Well, in the beginning, you may have to look up a lot of words on Google Translate, but once you realize how repetitive it is when you speak to other people, you will find that it's entirely possible to just speak the language with a partner. So also, you can join a local language meetup. I used to have a German meetup, though we don't do this anymore right now, but it was very much fun to get together with like-minded people. Or you can take an online conversation class if you're really serious. Also, you can use the AI, and you can practice with the AI. I actually did this in German, French, and Spanish. If you look at one of my earlier videos, I have one where I speak all three languages with the chatbot, and it's pretty much fun. So talk daily, even if it's just to yourself. So I have a video that I made, how to practice a language alone. If you look at my channel, you can find this video. It wasn't done too long ago. And watch it to get some more strategies on how to talk all on your own. So my next tip is grammar without pain. So grammar does not have to be scary. Focus on functional grammar, the stuff that helps you say what you actually want to say. So the key thing is to know the present, past, and future. You don't need to know every other tense out there. So present tense, past tense, future. And know how to change your verbs to those tenses. That is key. Also know some connectors like because, but, although, things like that. So in order to achieve this, you can use learning apps to teach grammar in context, such as LinkQ by Steve Kaufman. I highly recommend him. Boozoo, Duolingo, Babbel, or Memrise. So we use Duolingo in my classes, and it helps my students a lot to gain confidence. So yes, if you follow these steps, assess your level, immerse yourself, build smart vocabulary, speak early, and tackle your grammar practically, you'll hit that intermediate level way faster than you think. So remember, progress over perfection. You will never speak another language perfectly, so just forget that. Just be able to function in daily conversations is a wonderful goal. And if you found this video helpful and you like my tips, drop a like, leave a comment with your target language, and share this with your fellow language learners. And of course, don't forget to subscribe for weekly language and lifestyle content. So my motto is keep learning, keep growing, and see you next time. All right, now here's the bonus. So if you look at the channel description for my research paper, Most Effective Language Guide, you will have an in-depth look at what works and what doesn't. I have pros and cons for pretty much every method out there. So if you're interested, if you're serious about learning a new language, please, if you're still watching this, look at this research paper. And I will talk to you next time. Thank you for listening, and signing off, Camino Teacher.